B&E Sports Talk coming back to you for what feels like the first time in a hot minute, but we're going to get into it strong with some player props.
Yeah, the first time we're doing it on YouTube. I figured, let's just test the waters and see how it does. Please comment and see if let us know if you like it or if there's anything you want us to do differently. We plan on keep putting these out throughout the playoffs and then going into next year.
Yeah. And just for starters, you can see we're pretty good there. It's a fat little dubby. Good, yeah. All right.
Yeah, just hit that bet off a stat correction right before we start recording.
Right. That's one way to get going into a player prop video.
And, dude, in other huge sports news today, Oscar Pistorius got out of jail today. Remember him?
Yeah, no, I saw that he was going to get out the other day, and that's some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's not free. He's on parole for like 7 more years. But
yeah, but fuck that. He killed his girlfriend and got away with it.
Pretty much. I mean, they ended up going back and giving him murder.
And what?
They gave he got convicted of manslaughter, and then 2 years into his prison sentence, they went back and gave him murder.
Damn.
Yeah, but he's out, and I wonder if he's ever gonna run again. I wonder if they'll ever let him run again.
No,
but it'd be cool to see him come back out because, remember in 2012 he was out there on his prosthetics sprinting in the 2012 London Olympics against non-paralyzed people.
I mean, he's hard. Don't get it wrong, but he fucked up.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I'm not encouraging killing your girlfriend through a bathroom door. But anyways, yeah, he's out. So that's the sports news of the day.
Yeah.
Dude, he really shot through the bathroom door of his own house. And it's I thought an intruder was in there.
Yeah. Yeah. For real.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I just want to preface before, again, this is our first time doing this, but it's week 18, so there's a lot of meaningless football games. So I did my best to try to pick guys that are playing for something. I don't want to try to predict these games where a lot of people are going to be benched and we don't really know who's going to be subbing in.
That will lead us into my number one prop.
All right, go for it, bro.
Banger number one, CJ Stroud, over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I feel like that's a gimme, especially on Indianapolis. I know that their pass defense has been decent, but CJ Stroud is way more than decent, and he's about to carve them all the way up.
You think the Texans beat the Colts to go to the playoffs?
Not necessarily, but he's going to have a good game. It's going to be a shootout.
I hope you're right. I hope it's a great game because the winner goes to the playoffs and loser goes home.
Yeah.
It should be good. I hope they both come out ready to play.
For sure.
All right. My number one prop. The initial one I wrote down is Mike Evans anytime touchdown, but I'm actually cool with Mike Evans over 61 yards. I'm cool with Mike Evans over 4.5 catches. Take them all 3 combined if you can do that in your state. He leads the league in touchdowns, and then he already just killed the Panthers earlier in the season.
Yeah.
He's going to do it again. If they win, they win the division. They go to the playoffs. It's a must-win game for them. Baker's going to be targeting Mike Evans heavy. I feel like any of these bets are just pretty sweet.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So mine, I like to do correlated plays. That's something that we'll teach you a little bit about as we keep going. Correlated plays are big. So if you think the quarterback's going to do big games, go for the wide receiver. So we're going to take Nico Collins to go over 74.5 receiving yards. That's just going to be an intern of this game being what I think is going to be a shootout. And even if it's not a shootout, Nico's going to get his hands on the ball a ton simply because they don't have any other receivers.
I would be tempted to also take Nico anytime touchdown along with your 1.5 passing touchdowns for CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
Again, some states don't allow you to stack though.
That's true. Yeah. Some apps don't even let you do correlated plays anymore. So
it's pretty annoying. But if you live in a good state, definitely stack the 2 of them.
For sure.
I actually have nobody in that game, so I'm glad you brought those 2 to the table.
Definitely. I think I actually have one more guy in that game too. So
actually, the next guy on my list is another anytime touchdown for Amon-Ra St. Brown. He already has 9 touchdowns this year. They're playing the Vikings, who have a pretty exposable secondary. Amon-Ra is Amon-Ra. Dan Campbell said they're full go on Sunday. And, when Dan Campbell says they're full go, that means they're going to be full go. Amon-Ra should go out there and have another great game as usual. I'm cool with him for a touchdown. His catches, I don't recall the line of what the prop was, but they're
Who?
all Amon-Ra. They're always high. They're always like 7.5, 8.5 catches is his line. So
They don't even have it posted yet.
okay, I stay away from his totals, but yeah, I love a
It's
touchdown
usually
against the
6.5,
Vikings.
7.5. Sometimes it's even higher. But
Yeah,
yeah, 6.5, 7.5 is usually where it sits.
and I'll never bet an under against the guy. Just some of his overs kind of scare me.
Yeah.
But yeah, touchdown anytime for Amon-Ra. That should hit. I expect the Lions to go out there and have a statement game after what they believe was robbery last week against the Cowboys.
Let's get into a juicy one. I think everybody likes this. Josh Allen to get over a half an interception. So he just needs to get that pick.
Against the Dolphins?
I like him to get a nice, juicy pick that turns into some points.
He's thrown a pick like every game for like 10 games or something.
Yeah. I think he's only got like 2 or 3 games all season where he doesn't have a pick.
Yeah.
So I like it. And a game like this where he's going to be under some stress.
I mean, I'm indifferent to that. I don't like betting on guys to throw a pick, a guy like that in a pressure situation.
It's just that simple, though.
No, I'm
that.
not saying it's not going to happen, though. Like, that's a bet. Me personally, I would leave alone, but I get the logic behind it, and it's a more sound bet to take over than under.
For sure. Yeah, don't touch the under.
No, don't get crazy.
No.
All right, next on my list is another buck, Rashad White.
Bang.
Over 71 rushing yards. As I mentioned before, Mike Evans is going to scorch their secondary, which is actually pretty impressive against most teams, but Mike Evans is not most guys. He's going to kill basically everybody, and the Panthers don't just have like a true dominant number one that can lock him down. So with that being said, their run defense is just garbage. I believe it's second worst in the NFL this year, and Rashad White has gone over 70 yards multiple times, and this is perfect. He's going to have so many touches on Sunday, and he'll rack up 71 yards probably by the end of the third quarter. They're going to have a lead, and he's just going to be running out the clock.
I like him on the receiving yards, too.
Did you look at his receiving yards?
I haven't yet, but every week I take it. He's got 22.5 receiving yards. Every week I take it, and I'll eat an L with it because he hits it 80, 90% of the time.
He's hit he's probably his catch over too a lot this season. 21.5 is Rashad White's receiving yards. I like the over. I like the 71 rushing yards just as much. I like them equally, to be honest with you guys. This is another one you can stack up on this guy.
Man's a boss.
He is. He really is. And it's complete bullshit that he got snubbed from the Pro Bowl. Truly. He had dude, Amon-Ra got snubbed too. They both had extremely deserving Pro Bowl seasons. I don't understand what happened there. There were a lot
of people that just got snubbed away.
But people that had true just all-star seasons.
Yeah, it was truly about favorites this year when it came to the All-Star game.
I don't get it. Whatever. All right, who do you got next? I know what you mean, Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl. For my next one, they have got Tyreek Hill posted at 92.5 yards. I don't think he lasts 92.5 yards.
What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
I think he goes under because he's not going to be in for the full game.
You think the Dolphins blow them out?
I think they blow him out and they bench him.
That's a hot take. Okay. I like the bet, though. I don't like the reasoning behind the bet. I disagree with that, but I like the under of 92 yards for Tyreek.
I just don't think he hits it.
I see him sitting there at a crisp 76 yards with one touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, that's all he's going to have to do. Rest of the game will go to Braxton Berrios. So take over 10.5 yards.
I'd love to see that happen. The Bills are winning this division. Okay. Next on my list is Kenneth Walker.
You saw the Bills are it's like they're either second place or they're out.
Yeah, I think there's another scenario where they can sneak into a wild card if a bunch of other teams lose. But yeah, that's the gist of their situation.
It's crazy.
I think they're going to win, personally. I know it's in Miami, correct?
No.
It's in Buffalo? I thought it was in Miami.
Oh, it's in Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, they flipped it on me.
Yeah. Next on my list is Kenneth Walker, over 56 rushing yards. This shit's just like guaranteed pretty much.
It's free.
He's playing the Cardinals, who have the number one worst defense for running the ball in the NFL.
Seattle's playing for,
and they're playing for the playoffs. They have to win, and I believe it's just they win and Packers lose and they're in. So they're playing for their lives.
Packers are gonna lose.
I 100% agree.
Gee, R.I.P.
But yeah, dude, Pete Carroll's gonna, be Pete Carroll. He's gonna pound the rock. 56 yards for their number one running back in Seattle against the worst running defense in the league with the playoffs on the line. It's gonna happen. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how else to say
it's
this.
just because he's been hurt.
They're just scared he might get hurt mid-game.
Yeah.
But guess what? They're
That's
gonna
it.
push your bet if that happens. So like, don't worry about it.
They don't push your bet on anything other than
I guess you're right. But still,
prize picks and
like, he's not
things like that.
56 yards against the Cardinals. You can't leave this off your slips. You have to put
Gotta
it
be
on.
there.
Yeah.
I've got Michael Pittman to get over 79.5 yards. I think that's sweet in a game that he's going to have to perform. I also like the receptions. It's high as hell at 7.5, but eat it up. Like, the man might get 10 catches this game.
This is the first one I actually disagree with. I think he goes under 70. What did you say?
78.
78.
Oh, it just lifted. 79.5.
So yeah, I don't think he goes over 79.5 yards personally. I'm just thinking about it.
I like it.
I don't know. Gardner has been like winning the games, but he hasn't just been on his shit lately.
He knows that. He knows that, though.
Okay.
And in a game where he's going to have to get on his shit going into the playoffs.
I hope you're right, because I really love watching Gardner play, and I hope Gardner takes this team to the playoffs. And like, I hate saying that because I really want to see the Texans in the playoffs. I don't know. I just hope it's a great game, and then the winner
Just
of
give
it
the
does
Texans
something.
one more year to kind of fester. Let them take the anger of losing this game into next year.
Yo, you know what, though? I think if they tie and the Jags lose, they both make the playoffs.
That would be fucking awesome. Dude, fuck the Jags, bro. What a letdown.
What a letdown.
We talked them up so much going into this year, and then they just blow.
We're going to get into that at a end of season wrap-up video, because I have words.
That leads
Jags.
me to a major prop right here. I wasn't even thinking about it, but we're going to nail it. They've got Derrick Henry's line at 49.5 yards going against Jacksonville, and he historically destroys Jacksonville's ass.
180-yard rushing game. It's coming up.
Nail over 50 yards and take the touchdown too, because the man's about to bowl over everybody. He's hunting for a touchdown. It's the last game of the season.
He's had a rough year.
Yeah.
But it's still Derrick Henry. It's still the man under the helmet.
King, man.
Yeah. Like, he's going to go out there. He's going to eat. Have one last feast of the season.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. Jake Ferguson. His line is too low. I wasn't super thrilled. I feel like the receivers are going to eat against the Washington Commanders, so I wasn't too hyped up about taking a tight end. But then I saw he has a 38 receiving yard line. I was like, dude, his usage.
Y'all have to win that game too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's gone over 40 yards in 4 of his last 5 games. He's going to go over, and we have to win the game. We're 13-point favorites. I don't know if we cover that. I'll get into that on TikTok on Sunday, but he should have ample opportunity to go over 38 yards. The line looks too good to not take that one.
I agree.
Yeah, I pretty much just put that on there just because of that, not anything to do with the matchup specifically. He's just been on a roll.
Yeah. I've got one more flip of the coin for everybody. Good 50-50 shot. That Sam Howell pick seems awfully sweet.
Sam Howell over 1 pick or over half a pick.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'd take that against the Cowboys defense.
Yeah.
Playing for the playoffs.
Leave it up to my boy Bland.
Get one more pick 6.
Yeah,
Extend the record. Extend the record.
Yeah. Separate yourself. Let it be your own.
Be it forever. He already did. It's already his own, but if he does it one more, then
nobody's coming close to that. I mean, there will come a day when there is a guy, but that'll be a while.
Hell yeah. Okay. Next on my list, I got Diggs going over 61.5 yards. This is the lowest line they've had him at all year. I think he's gone under his receiving yard total like 9 of his last 10 games. He's just been awful this season. But guess what? He's playing Jalen Ramsey. Their playoffs are on the line. I think he's going to step up, take him over 61.5 yards. Josh Allen's going to have a game. He's going to rely on Stephon Diggs to get it done for him. Stephon Diggs is just going to go out there and play his face off.
No.
Hard matchup. Everything's hard.
Fuck Stephon Diggs with a goddamn passion. I mean, that boy was the biggest letdown and pulled the same diva-ass bullshit that he's pulled every single year for the last 4 years. And he just needs to fuck off. Like,
he ruined your team.
That's it. He's done. He's no longer a first-round pick in my eyes in any league. All y'all that want to pick him in the first round or at the end of the swing of the first round going into the second, your mind can go fuck itself. All right? It's a bad idea because when you need him most, he's going to let you down.
Fact.
So, no. Do not fucking take his prop this week. That's a terrible deal. Take him on the under. Josh Allen
draft
sucks,
him in fantasy.
Major wing.
Don't draft him in fantasy. Just bet him on your week 18 prop.
No.
All right.
Proceed with caution.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's every bet in the world. Proceed with caution. The betting sites just don't put that shit on there.
Yes, they do. They put 1-800-gambling addiction on the bottom of that hoe. That's your warning label right there.
Jalen Hurts, anytime touchdown. You know, that's a rushing touchdown essentially, or receiving, I guess, if that were to happen. But yeah, I mean, you know how it goes. If they get the ball inside the 2-yard line, Jalen Hurts is getting your anytime touchdown, and they consistently get the ball within the 2-yard line. It happens. I mean, damn near every single week. I feel like that's a bet, kind of like a CMC anytime. Like, that's just a weekly bet that you should have on your slips every time you bet football.
I can't find the Rams game, but that goes without saying. Whatever they put Puka's yard lines total at, take the under. They're only going to put him in for those 29 yards so he can break the record and then tell everybody to fuck themselves.
Yep.
And then that'll lead us into the next video where he's going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Fuck Stroud.
Yeah, hell yeah. I can't wait to drop that. I do have one last one, though. Jalen Hyatt, over 19.5 receiving yards. Playing against the Eagles.
I like it.
The Giants can't rest anybody. Everyone, is already out.
They just got to play to see who does what.
Yeah. Tyrod Taylor makes one good completion to the guy. Your bet hits. I feel like this is a slightly more than 50% bet. This is like a 55-45 bet. You never know what the Giants, if you're going to bet anybody this week, I would take that. Saquon Barkley's lines look just too high for me to touch.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Those are our week 18 props, guys. Bet safely and have fun and win a fuckload of money.
Yeah. Call 1-800-gambling addiction if you have a problem.
Definitely do that shit.
Check us out on all of our platforms. We've got Instagram and TikTok. And we are also on Spotify.
Yes,
so
Spotify.
Check us out.
Like and subscribe, please.
Yeah,
so
don't forget our freaking YouTube where you're getting all of our main stuff. We need a fat red subscribe in the bottom. We need those 50 followers. We're so close.
Yes, we're so close to 50 subscribers.
Once y'all can catch us live and you can see us doing this shit live, it makes it that much better.
Yeah, well, I just want to have fun with all y'all. Live prop bets.
Bang. Yeah, we'll be literally chilling with you mid-game. Be like, yo.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
This is going to hit. Because a lot of the time, Evan and I can't take these things. So we're going to tell y'all to take them. And y'all are going to be fat in the green.
Yeah, we get to live out our wins through y'all.
Yeah, literally. We just want to hear about them down in the comments, in the chat.
All right.
But
sweet.
Yeah, that'll wrap it up. We will catch you in just a little bit. See y'all next time.